one of my favorites here on the water. As you can hear, Captain Tony and Captain Monica hit that whistle 3 times. That means we're going to be turning around, and what does that mean for you guys? That means it's the end of the tour. I appreciate you all coming in. I'm just kidding, of course. The building over there, those are, oh, that's actually a parking garage. Yeah, pretty cool. They invested about $20 million into that parking garage. When at night, it's all lit up. However, none of those lights work anymore. Pretty much.
I can fix that.
You can fix that?
I can fix that.
Alright, I know who to call now. However, we did come all this way to show you this one neighborhood on the right-hand side here coming up.
Wow, look at that, girl.
Neighborhood.
Look at that,
Now,
straight
that
ahead.
name might sound familiar because that was the old name of the JFK Airport. Now, Idlewild is one of the most prestigious neighborhoods you can live in here down in South Florida. And Fort Lauderdale is one of the top 5 most expensive cities to live here in Florida. And that might sound crazy. However, you can get a house in here for not too bad of a price. You can get a house in here for $1 to $1.5 million. I know how it sounds. However, that doesn't. You're gonna be even more surprised when I tell you what that gets you. You get a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment about half a mile from the water. And it's about 1,000 square feet. However, these houses here in Idlewild, they are what we call water view properties. They're not waterfront. These are the only water view properties that you'll see today. Now that water view property means that there's a street in between their house and the water. Now that street can be the difference between $4 to $5 million off the property.
That is sweet.
If you look over there on the right hand side, you'll see a little sign that says Idlewild. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about Bahia Mar. Bahia Mar does host the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, or what some other people call it, FLIBS. So FLIBS is what we call the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. We bring in over 8 miles of floating docks to accommodate for all the yachts that come in here. You can get anything from a $600 million helicopter to a $500 million yacht. Or you can do what I do. I walk around for about 4 hours and I buy a $3 keychain. Anybody a fan of the restaurant Flanagan's? Yeah, if you look over there on the right-hand side, the white house with the green shutters, that is the owner of Flanagan's. Coming up on the right-hand side here, this is what we call the Papillon House. Got the curved staircases in the front, the multicolored barrel roof there, the 3-story house. Anybody know what papillon means in French? Butterfly, that's right. Now, this house is what we call, this house goes to extreme property limits, meaning that there's no front yard, no side yard, or no backyard. But it's South Florida, right? You gotta have a pool. Where'd they put it?
Inside?
Up on the roof, that's right. They also have a mini golf course up there and 2 elevators in that house. The first floor of that house is a 10-car garage with room for 2 stretch limousines. I know that's a problem in my house. I don't know where to put my second stretch limousine. They do also have a hot tub up on the roof.
Wow.
And that house has been up for sale for about 15 years now. I promise. It was a speculation house, meaning that a whole bunch of investors came and put their money into that house hoping that some rich person would buy it. And nobody has. It's been up for $26 million for the past 15 years. Just in case anybody's looking. No, nobody's lived in it. Now, do I have any locals on board today? That's actually more than half, I would say, so that's pretty good. Coming up on the right-hand side, you might have heard of this guy before. His name is Mike Maroney. He was a used car salesman back in the 80s. Now, he had a commercial back in the 80s and 90s. It went like this. If you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? Who said Ghostbusters? I can't take you on the cruise anymore. However, it was Marooney. He did steal the Gigolo from Ghostbusters. That's this house here on the right-hand side with the black and white striped awnings. Now, he later paired up with a man named Wayne Huizinga to create Auto Nation. And this one's a little bit more personal for me. You know, my mom, she told me, you know, go to school, get your diploma, do anything but become a used car salesman. And now I'm here on the Jungle Queen commentating, pointing out the used car salesman's house. No shame in that. Coming up on the left-hand side here, got the jazz statues in the back, got the pool. This is known as the Mann House. This was built for Michael Mann back in the day, the producer of Miami Vice. It is also known as the ultimate bachelor pad. That is because it has 4 living rooms, 4 kitchens, 8 bathrooms, and 1 bedroom.
There's a workout room.
Coming up on the left-hand side, got the beige house with the brown barrel roof. Anybody have a membership to LA Fitness? If you do, you help pay for that house. That is the CEO of LA Fitness. Now, he comes out every once in a while. However, if you saw him, you wouldn't know that he owned LA Fitness. But I digress. However, on my cruise, I do want you guys to take home that all you need is one good idea. Coming up on the right-hand side, got the brown barrel roof with the palm trees in the backyard. This is a man named Jim Dinkins. He was the CEO and founder of the Honey Baked Ham Company. Every now and then, mostly bull sharks. They're going to be telling us the water's fine, but we will not be joining them. Big wave on the left-hand side. I do want to point out one boat in particular. You see the boat with all the flags on it right in the middle?
Yep.
Anybody know what that says on the side?
Champion.
Yeah, it's a food boat. So that's actually a family-run business. The dad actually owns it. He has a son though that has a boat right next to the side of it, and they do deliveries right to your boat. They also have a full bar and a vape shop.
Oh, that's sick. Yo, that's sweet. It's a bunch of boats lined up, and they have a food, like instead of a food truck, a
Oh,
food
look,
boat.
crocodile. Right hand side. Everybody see the crocodile? Up on the seawall. I'm just kidding. It's a fake crocodile. You guys can sit down. However, that will give you a hint at who owns the property. That was originally built for Rene Lacoste. He put crocodiles on polo shirts. Now that crocodile is in the deed forever in that home, so that crocodile will never leave. On the left-hand side here, you got this. You got the stone first floor there. Now this house was built for a man named Bruce Paddock of Paddock Pharmaceuticals. He sold Paddock Pharmaceuticals up in Minnesota for a staggering $540 million. And that house took about 8 years to build. That first floor was hand carved by one single stonemason for about 5 years. He also bought the house next to him while he was building that first house and flipped it for a total of $3.5 million extra. Then he moved back into his first home. Coming up on the right-hand side here, you got the palm trees in the backyard.
I like that.
This guy, he would come out every day back in the day, and he would say that his house could withstand a Category 5 hurricane. That might be true, however, it could not withstand a Category 5 divorce. His ex-wife owns that house now. Coming up on the left-hand side, you have the 2 boats in the backyard, the beige home with all the palm trees. Now, I'm going to talk about this one a little quieter. I don't want him to hear me. That is because he claims that he is the richest drug dealer here in Fort Lauderdale. That's the CEO of Walgreens. Legitimate drugs, folks. Get your head out of the gutter. This is a family cruise. On the right-hand side here, this orange house, it's got the striped awnings in the back. This was for a man named Herb Cole. That last name might sound familiar. That was Cole's with a K. Cole's Department Stores. He also bought the house next to him to expand his backyard. That's for all the returns that he gets at Cole's, and he does a yard sale every year. Coming up on the right-hand side, these next 3 houses were all purchased by the same man, which I already mentioned. His name was Wayne Huizinga. That doesn't sound good. This first one was bought for his daughter Pamela. The next one was for his sister Bonnie, and then the one right after that was for his nephew Stephen Hudson. Now, this man Wayne Huizenga, he was the only person to create 3 Fortune 500 companies, all of which you have heard of. The first one, which I already mentioned, AutoNation. The one after that, Waste Management. Yeah, he's the garbage man, folks. And then my personal favorite, or was my personal favorite, Blockbuster Video. I know what you guys might be thinking. Blockbuster crashed and burned, right? Not for Wayne. He turned it over and sold it for $8.4 billion. 9 months before Netflix was released. Big wave on the left-hand side. Now, back in the day, Wayne Huizenga actually lived in this house coming up here on the right. However, I think this house now looks like Spirit Airlines' newest terminal. He didn't actually live in this house, but he did live at this address. There was a hurricane that came through and he had a leak in his roof. And he didn't call the insurance company. He tore it down and moved right across the street. Any guesses on how much this home is up for sale right now? 22, let's double that. $50 million is more like it.
Yo, look how dark it is on that side.
Coming up on the left-hand side here, this house looks like it's straight out of Massachusetts. You'll see with all the trees behind it. Now this house is also up for sale. I went to the open house. I don't know why. Maybe get some more facts for my crews, right? I walk in, the realtor was there, and I said, "How much is this house up for?" She goes, "3.2 million. It could be yours." It's not bad, right? 3.2. I said, 3.2. What's wrong with it? She said, "Honey, no. That's a 10% down payment." 32 is more like it. Big wave on the left-hand side. Who did that? However, you would have been neighbors to the man himself, Wayne Huizenga. Now, Wayne actually went up to Universal Studios and had the architects of Harry Potter World come down and build his house for him. Yes, sir. It's one right on the left-hand side.
It's home episode.
I had a man last week, he said that for his wedding, he got a 6-pack of beer and his uncle drank 4 of them. I asked him, "Are we related?" I know a guy like that. Coming up on the left-hand side here, this is what we call the Cape Fear house. This was in a movie called Cape Fear, starring Robert De Niro, Jessica Lange, and Nick Nolte. Now, they tricked a lot of us. Most people thought it was filmed up in North Carolina. However, they did film it here because of Nick Nolte. He was doing 2 of his favorite things at the time, that was drinking and driving really fast. So he got an ankle bracelet courtesy of the Broward County Sheriff's Office, and they filmed it down here. Coming up on the right-hand side, this is my favorite house here on the water today. You might be asking yourself, why is that? That is because that is my house. That's my house. I'm just kidding. If I worked here, that would not be my house, probably. But it could be my house, I guess. It is Fort Lauderdale's most expensive Airbnb. Any guesses how much it goes for a week?
$10,000.
$200? Pretty close.
10,000.
3,000. That was $48,000 a week. Coming up on the right-hand side as well, this is also an Airbnb. However, it is known as the kitchen house. That is because the kitchen inside of that house is a staggering 2,400 square feet. To put that into perspective, that's about 2 apartments, only off kitchen. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't want to run a marathon just to get my forks and knives.
Look at this dog. That dog probably cost more than.
Now, I do want to talk about some of the wildlife that we have here in Fort Lauderdale. First one is manatees. If you look up against the seawall, you might be lucky and find some manatees. It's not manatee season, however, the manatees don't know that. So you might get lucky. Once we get into the port later, Runway 84 and Anthony's Coal Fire Pizza. He also later invested in BurgerFi.
How much are these? How much are these? To rent.
right-hand side here, straight in front of us, this is what we know as the John D. Powers School of Modeling. That's what it was back in the day.
Oh, it's pouring.
If you want, you guys can put those curtains down. However, I do want to give you a warning. It gets about 15 degrees hotter in here if you do that. But you're also free to move. Now, the John D. Powers School of Modeling back in the day, a lady named Cheryl Teagues went there.
You can move in. He said you can move in. He said it gets way hotter if you close that. I ain't trying to close it.
Now, this white building here on the right-hand side, these were the dorms of the modeling school. Back in the day, the models used to come out and sunbathe right there in that patch of grass. And back in the day, the jungle queen would break down for about 10 or 15 minutes every day. After they all went inside, after it started raining like this, the jungle queen would magically start working again. Coming up straight in front of us on the right-hand side here, you got this green building there. Now this is the Riverside Hotel. This is the oldest hotel that we have here in Fort Lauderdale. The Riverside Hotel was built back
It's
in
harder to see anything. It gets hot as hell.
They're in their second grand reopening. There was actually one of our presidents reopened it. He was also an actor back in the day. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Ronald Reagan, that's right. This is the Riverside Hotel. This is my favorite restaurant that we have here on the water. Inside. This is the boathouse. Big wave on the right-hand side of the boathouse. Coming up on the right-hand side, this is the oldest standing structure that we have here in Fort Lauderdale coming up. This is known as the Stranahan House on the right-hand side. It is now a museum. The Stranahan House was built back in 1901. If you do go to that museum, I highly recommend looking for a man named George. George was hired as the groundskeeper back when he was 17 years old. He is now 84 years old and he is still a groundskeeper there. Now I can tell you all about Fort Lauderdale that I know. George will have you be in about 15 minutes. Now I do like to talk about this part of the tour because right now we are above one of two tunnels here that we have here in Fort Lauderdale. This is known as the Henry Ford Tunnel. If you look over the side, you might be able to see the headlights of the cars going underneath us. I got a couple of you with that one, I saw that.
He's lying. He's lying.
If you look up straight in front of us, it's going to be hard to see with these curtains down. But you will see a small beige building. I told you about the oldest hotel that we have here in Fort Lauderdale. This is the biggest hotel that we have here. I had the pleasure of spending about 6 nights there myself. This is what we know as the Broward County Jail. That one wasn't a joke, but I'm glad you guys laughed at that one. However, as you did hear, that our captain has been reported out 3 times. That means we are going to be spinning around. That is the end of the first half of the cruise, where I'm going to pick it back up and put in place. However, I do have one final announcement before I put down the mic. That is parking. If you parked at the Bahia Mar Yachting Center, we offer a parking service for $20 for 6 hours. It's $10 an hour at the gate. After 3 hours, though, it will be $67. So I do highly recommend paying with us. You can pay with us back there at the bar with Taylor and Parker. And that is the end of my first half of the tour, and I want to thank you guys all for coming out.
Good job!
Get chips in. Get chips on your face.
The tour hasn't ended.
What?
The tour hasn't ended.
Still got 57 minutes. No, they're at the bar. Like, there's so much money. Like, yeah, they can helping people. I would live like really nice, but I would hook people up. I don't know. I would probably still live over here, but I would still. That dude bought 7 of these joints, bro. You can still help people. I like that. Yeah, what?
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Like he's trying to chill.
The middle one's the dog house.
That green one.
Jax would be at heaven.
See that lightning?
What's going on? Kid friendly. Those two!
Picture of the light. No! It comes again.
Yeah, scan the QR code so we know how much that one cost. I don't know. What else would it be for? That's scary. Can you slide down one more?
Alcohol.
You throw it out. Here, Nat.
Juice is coming.
I will.
I am.
So I do want to make an announcement real quick. The boat is grounded, so if lightning does hit us, it'll go straight through us. However, we are in a metal cage, so I'm just kidding.
That was your bad.
But if lightning does hit us, the boat is safe and everybody will be alright.
Okay,
That's all I can say.
We're safe.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
We're not moving. Looks like that over there. Try to get up on the bathroom while you're back. Oh, do you need a ball? Go ahead. You want a punch?
Yo, they're free? If they're free, hell yeah. We gotta walk back to the car. There would be. No, I got one. I got one. I got one. This is if we gotta walk to the car.
You got 9 of them.
I got 9.
You want me to put them in my bag?
Yeah.
Good call, babe.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
You pass it on. Great. I keep trying to get the lighting. And I
Look
keep
at the
missing
grass.
it.
Carpet's right. And they got like a food truck. There's a
Yeah, I want to see out. I don't want to see
that house is bad.
Look how they have theirs all.
I thought they were real people from far away. I'm glad we did this one and not the other one because we would have been crammed in there. When
Little S fan boat.
no, the other boat, the other boat. Nah, how much are the pops?
3. Yeah. They only take hard. Like 3.25, I think.
Yo, you got like an hour and 40
Okay. We'll chop it.
I only have 29.
plus other stuff.
You can stop it now. Stop it now.
No. I'm gonna keep on going until
I got ponchos. Ponchos.
Oh, why?
You can get off of here and it's raining.
I don't know. We are not in Florida.
That's what mom said. Because I'm like, do you think in Spanish? She goes, no, I translate from Spanish to English when I'm speaking English. Like, it's so hard. I do the opposite. And then it's like, I get in my own
You
head.
think about it too much, but you sound good when you speak it. I feel like you second guess yourself.
I do, yeah.
Because I've heard you
Horrible.
yeah.
I'm like, I hate it.
No, you know.
Like, I like when your dad talks to me in Spanish, because then I
you
do
know what you're
reciprocate
saying.
it, you know?
Yeah.
So, and like Nancy, when I have to speak to me, I reciprocate it. I like doing that. I would feel a little shy, but like, they'll bust my balls.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Even though when Alina was imitating, she sounds so
good.
So keep it up.
Yeah, I will. I am. That's why I tell mom
This is literally the age.
Mommy,
Great
mommy
lady.
is there. I don't have to say Lena and Bobby Blues her Spanish too. And Nancy was obviously your nail is not good, but it's like it's fine. It's fine. Oh, there's where the I need two, at least three. That's why I haven't gone and done it yet. I'm like,
Disney Cruise Line right there, Dad.
I know I saw it. Alina is either Rapunzel or Belle. She might be your mini Belle because she goes back and forth. I don't know.
Feel safe.
Or Elsa. She told me.
I asked Selena, why'd you come over here? Why'd you come back over here? Because I was scared of the thunder. She said, I asked her why she come back over here. She said because of thunder and she wanted to try to fly.
Well, if you guys want to get dresses, like all like the if you also feel like there's ones that you can wear that are
Yo, we're going on a cruise next year.
because she
Can I go?
I have like the ones that where I like whatever, and I can dress her up in that. She wants it. So I had something that's good for Christmas. She loves to dress up.
Are you gonna go?
That's what my mom said. That's a slide,
So
right?
they have
Mom, look at it. We're bobbing.
It's like in the It's got a bunch of water slides.
I know, I saw the front over there.
We also have regular
Yeah, there's
slides.
a water slide.
We have regular slides that you can go from the top back. She's done a couple. She went to St. Martin.
Yeah, Carnival's the cheapest, but I would want to do that.
That's like the.
Do you watch it? I want to watch it. It's a really good show. I'm like, this is really, my mom's like, this is not